I hear you have some more questions, so let's get to it.
Keep on rocking in the free world.
99 problems, but a mortgage ain't one.
Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world.
Okay, let's get started with I Am Sabian says, great channel, thanks. I was wondering how much stuff, tins of food, belongings, pots and pans, rattles around when you're driving. My questions are, 1, does it annoy you? 2, if so, how do you stop the rattling? Any tips? I've never noticed any rattling. My plates are all stacked together sideways. They've never made any noise. I use camping tin plates and plastic plates, of course. But I mean, it's also something, I guess I'm just used to it all the years in motorhomes, that rattling is just part of it. It certainly doesn't bother me. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all. But here's the thing. I wouldn't notice even if they did rattle. See that? It's the windows that rattle. I like my music, so pots and pans, I don't even notice them. Next, Ken L says, Justin, what is the coldest Vancouver gets during the winter? Do you get a lot of snow or do you ever get snow? Thanks for your time. Freezing in Missouri. Interesting, because that's where this motorhome came from. I will actually show you right now the sticker on the back, Van City RV, St. Louis, Missouri. That's where I imported it from. It almost never goes below freezing here. Once in a while, sometimes in January we'll go a little bit below freezing, maybe -1, -2, -3 degrees overnight, but in the daytime it warms up above freezing, usually +4, +5 and higher. Like today it's like +11 or 12, so it's really, really warm. Not that I mind snow, especially if it's up on the mountains. Next, Zed Shark says, I'll throw another question for your next vid. I know the Dodge has a 4-speed automatic, but does it have a tow mode on it? My goal is to find an Explorer and tow a 7.5 or 712 cargo trailer with 2 motorcycles. Do you think it could handle it? No problem. I used to have a scooter on the back of this on a motorcycle rack, and it was fine, but I didn't like the extra weight. I mean, you can tow it. It has a tow. It can tow stuff. It does have a tow hitch. So it's the regular 360 5.9 liter V8 Dodge. So just look up the tow specifications for that. Next, Feed the Liberty Tree says, hey Justin, what is the difference between the XLW and XLWT? Dual rear wheels? Thanks, Matt. The XLW, which is technically what they all are. The T just stands for twin beds at the back. So twin beds or king size, full size bed. The W without the T is the one with the permanent rear bed, and at the front usually has either a split dinette or a sofa. So that's the only difference. Rich S and a couple other people asked, question, do you drink beer in the RV? Is there any issues with the cops and you having open liquor in your quote-unquote vehicle? In Ontario, we can get arrested for DUI if we have the keys within reach, even if the car is parked. Please keep the vids coming. Excellent production quality. Rich, actually, yeah, well, that's pretty much the... I mean, check your local laws, right? In a decade and a half of doing this, I've never had a problem with it. In fact, I had open wine bottle on my table with my girlfriend. We're parked down at the beach, and the cops parked next to us, took a look inside, saw the wine bottles, and told us to have a good night and not to drive until we were sober. This was in the afternoon, right? And I wasn't planning on leaving till 11 o'clock at night anyways. They can't really do too much unless you're in the driver's seat or you got your keys in the ignition, or, I mean, I don't know why anybody thinks this is a problem. Obviously, I'm not going to park and open my doors in public and start drinking beers where everyone can see it, so. Vanorama RV. Back again. This time it's about the Mr. Buddy heater, which I used to use for a while. Now, I only used that while I was waiting to get my fireplace installed. It's good, but it was a temporary solution, so I didn't have to use the battery hogging RV furnace. You do have to leave a window open if you're using a Mr. Buddy heater. It's a good backup heater. I ended up selling it to Travis, the guy with the $700 RV that you guys met a few days ago on one of my previous videos, and he's been using that for heat in his RV. I wouldn't use it as a permanent solution, but it's great to have as a backup. Okay, drop your questions below, RV related questions I haven't gone over yet. I will get to you on the next video. Keep on rocking the free world, everyone. I love you all. Cheers. Hey, so what do you think of van life?
Van life's fucking awesome.
Styrofoam boxes for the old.